Caution. Side effects include groan-worthy puns and a sudden urge to tell everyone in the car, "Don't make me turn this podcast around."
It's time to rethink men's health.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Because it doesn't just affect men, it affects us all. When men are well, the benefits ripple through families and communities. But when men are unwell and unsupported, we all feel it. We're all the real face of men's health. Be part of the solution with Movember.
Hey, welcome back, guys, to Dad Space. It's November/Movember. It's also 30 episodes in 30 days. I hope you're looking forward to a lot of content here about all things dad as we celebrate Movember, as you just heard from that little blurb there. We'll check out Movember, links in the show notes. And it's also November, which is a podcasting challenge to do 30 episodes in 30 days. So I hope you're ready and you're buckled in, because we're going to do a lot of talking over the next 30 days, you and I, and we're going to check in daily to see how you're doing. So I would like to talk about starting strong and building a better morning routine for us as dads. Now, this will be interesting because I got to admit, I am not a morning person at all. I much rather sleep than get up early and start my day while everyone else is still sleeping. So this is a challenge for me. It's kind of an episode for Dave, by Dave. And we're going to chat, about this whole thing about starting your day right and all that good stuff. I'm kind of the opposite of day people, morning people. I'm a night person, in that I also work full-time nights and get home in the morning while everyone else is getting up and their alarm clock's going off. I'm pulling in the driveway, getting home from work. So I'm the opposite of you, in the most part. And if you're a night person and you work overnights like I do, you and I are great friends. But I think that the idea of starting strong, whether you are getting up at 9 p.m. to go to work, or you're getting up at 6 a.m. before you go to work, to have a morning routine, I think it's a benefit in that we are finding time for ourselves. And when we find time for ourselves, we make ourselves a priority. Because you know that once those little feet of those kids of yours hit the floor and your wife in her slippers and her house coat make her way out to the kitchen for that coffee that's just been made, and don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. You know what I'm talking about. As soon as that happens, our days take off and the world just crashes in on you like a big wave. So the more that we can have time on the beach alone, just us before the day crashes into us, I think it helps us to reset, refocus, and make ourselves a priority, like I said. I think that starting strong in the morning or whenever your day starts, for me it'll be 9 p.m. before I go to work, starting strong at the beginning of your day sets the tone for the entirety of your day as a dad. Whether you naturally wake up early or hit the snooze like 3 to 10 times, having a routine that works for you can really boost your energy, can make you more patient and more present in what you do day to day, especially when navigating family life. So I want to share a framework on this episode around starting strong, building better morning routines as dads here on Dad Space. And let's talk a little bit about morning routines for dads and why do they matter? Morning routines for dad matters because you matter. A structured morning routine can help equip you as a dad to have more control over yourself, your day, before chaos ensues. Many successful dads describe it as creating and capitalizing the calm before the storm. Morning routines improve your focus, they reduce your stress, and help fathers to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively when the day starts to creep up on you. especially when you're juggling breakfast, backpacks, work deadlines, phones ringing, everything just hitting the fan all at once. So some core elements to a strong morning routine. Now, this is a sample blueprint that I found online, and I'm looking at it going, okay, well, I could play with this. And it starts off at 5:30 till 6 a.m. Now, I don't even think my clock has that time on it. To be honest, I'm not really sure, but that doesn't sound familiar to me at all. But yeah, up from 5:30 to 6, getting up, and for you as a dad, as a guy, your first focus for that time frame, hydration, movement. Just get up, get going, drink water, do some light stretches, 15-minute workout, just get your body moving. And why does this work? Movement boosts your dopamine and your focus. So if this is not what you would normally do from 5:30 to 6, again, I don't think my clock has this time on it, then maybe this is a great place to start. The next period of time, at from 6 to 6:15 a.m., is for you just to focus in on you. 15 minutes for you. That seems like not a lot. It does. It feels kind of like, really, that's it? 15 minutes? But for us to have 15 minutes of undevoted time for ourselves without anyone and anything in our mind. Some people like to meditate, pray, or do breathing exercises. Why does this work? It builds emotional regulation and patience for you as a parent. And it's just kind of like a huge, gigantic reset button. Every day, 15 minutes from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6:15, it's all about you. And then from 6:15 to 6:30, another 15 minutes, we're focused in on learning and reflection. That's our focus. What do we do in that time? Read. We can journal. We can review our goals. It can be a time for you to grow. Maybe you throw dad space into your routine here and there as well to give you a chance to listen. If you're not a reader, I'm not a huge reader. I might find my brain tends to wander when I'm looking at a bunch of words on a page. Listening really works for me. Music, podcasts, audiobooks, great. It brings me in, it makes me think, and I can just focus, right? Why does this work? It really helps us to keep in a space where growing and having a growth mindset and clarity on a daily basis becomes our priority. So that's from 6:15 to 6:30. So another 15 minutes period of time. Not a big period of time. Like, okay, we've already done 15 minutes for ourselves, 15 minutes for learning and reflection. And then from 6:30 till 7, family connection. Sharing breakfast with our family, wake the kids up, get them started on their day. This sets a positive tone for the family and the home and reduces the morning stress. Where kids are getting up late, kids are grumpy, kids are not having their morning routine, they're not having breakfast. Remember, a routine like this is a demonstration to the other people in your home why it's important. So when you lead the charge from 5:30 till 7 a.m., being the one to kind of demonstrate why it means something for you, it'll mean something for them. So 5:30 to 6, hydration and movement. From 6 to 6:15, time for you. Meditate, pray, breathing exercises. 6:15 to 6:30, learn and reflect. And from 6:30 to 7, family connection, share breakfast, and start the process of getting the house up and running every morning at 7 a.m. Sounds good. This isn't about rigid scheduling. It has to be exactly this way. It's about rhythm. It's about setting your rhythm. What separates a good morning routine from an unrealistic one is being flexible. Even a 10-minute mini routine based on what we just talked about can yield huge personal benefits for you. Make it a priority to do this. What's some practical tips for people like me who are not the type of dad who loves mornings? What can we do? So I get it. Mornings suck. I don't like it. I don't like getting up when it's dark and cold in the winter, and I'd much rather roll over and get another half hour of sleep in between 9-minute hitting of the snooze button every 9 minutes. It's not the best sleep, but I just love sleeping. I'm a huge fan. So if mornings isn't your thing, and there's a lot of dads who mornings aren't your thing, partly because you stay up too late doing all this other stuff when you probably could go to bed earlier and get better sleep. Yeah, I know I could. Many fathers believe that morning routines are reserved for early risers and gym fanatics and bros. That's not really true. Non-morning dads can absolutely thrive by starting smaller. So, good first start, skip the phone. Do that first. Just skip the phone. The first 10 minutes of your day can shape your mindset. So avoid the news, avoid social media, avoid the emails, and all of the things, all of the notifications that light up your phone. Don't go to the phone first when you get out of bed. Put it somewhere where it's inconvenient. You're not just going to glance at it. That you're not just going to be like, oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go take a look at this. No, put it somewhere where it's out of reach, out of mind, and don't let that become your priority in the morning. Skip the phone. First one. Next, prep the night before. Set out what you're going to wear. Turn on the coffee machine. Set it to come on in the morning. Plan your breakfast ahead of time to save the mental load of making decisions when you first roll out of bed. Just prep the night before. Start with water and with light. Hydrate and get some sunlight. It's hard to do in the middle of winter when it's dark outside, but do something to get some light exposure when you get up. It helps to wake your brain up naturally. In all of this, just keep it simple. Choose one anchor habit. Movement, gratitude, journal, quiet coffee time, something for you. Make it not a chore, make it something you look forward to. And do only that daily thing until it sticks. And shift the morning if needed. Your reset might start after school drop-off or at lunch. It's about being intentional, not the time that's on the clock. So again, if you're like me and you work night shift, I can get up at 9 o'clock, 9:30, shower, get ready, get work, eat something quick and out the door. Or I could get up at 8 o'clock and make some time for me before I go into my day. So it doesn't just have to be 5 in the morning. If you're not a morning person, you play with this. The idea behind this is not that you have to meet a time thing. It's about making time for yourself. That's what we're talking about. The point isn't when you wake up, it's being deliberate about how you start your day. What is the ripple effect that this is going to have on your family life? When dads own their day, own their mornings, the whole household benefits from this. You show up more grounded and less rushed. You're not so hurried, and you're more emotionally present for your family. Kids learn by watching how you transform from rest to responsibility. Your calm becomes their classroom. I'll say it again. Your calm becomes their classroom. Fathers who start their day with clarity often report better communication with their partners and smoother mornings with their kids. I want you to, as you close off listening to this episode, to understand that you need to be your own priority. Nobody's coming for you. We talk about this here on the show, that there's no one here for you. And that was a line that the doctor told me when we were having one of our kids, that if I passed out, that no one was going to catch me. In a joking manner, the doctor said, there's nobody here for you. And I want you to know that if you don't take care of yourself, there's nobody here for you who's going to do it for you. You have to make yourself a priority in the busyness of being a dad, in all of the things, in those late nights, lack of sleep, poor physical health. You're not exercising. You're not eating well. You're not sleeping well. You're doing too much in too short of a time frame. All of these things will compound over time, and you will devalue yourself at the expense of your family. You will give your best to your kids, to your wife. You will give your best to your job. You will give your best to all of these other things. And at the end of the day, there might be a few minutes for you. Let's flip that around and make yourself the first priority. Again, let's go back to the airport. They get on the plane, safety checks. What do they tell you? If something happens and the plane and your air oxygen thing falls down from above you, put yours on first before you help anybody else. That's a thing. Because if you pass out while you're trying to help somebody, now we got to help you as well. So you need to be a little selfish as a dad and not feel guilty. Make time. And if life is too busy, when you walk out into the kitchen and the family's already going, then you need to get ahead of it. Either the night before, the morning of, sometime. You need to make some time for yourself. And I think this is a great start. Skip the phone, prep ahead of time, start your day with water and light, keep it simple, and shift the morning if needed. If morning's not your thing, make you the thing in your day. It's Movember. It's about men's mental health. It's about men connecting with other men. This month is designed to talk about men's physical health, men's mental health. This is Movember. This is the month where we, as men, make ourselves a priority without feeling guilt or shame. Guys, make yourself a priority this week. Start today, start tomorrow, but do something. Do something small and then build upon it. Don't set out this crazy schedule that you can't keep. Start with something small and build upon it. And as you do, you will see great results. Happy Movember to you. Happy Movember to your circle of friends. Make sure you get out and talk about Movember. Make sure you go to the website for Movember and see what's going on there. And make sure that you are intentional in this month of November to find help, to be a help, and to find somebody that you can support in your family, in your community, in your friend group. It's time to reach out to those guys that are in your phone that you never talk to. They're in your phone for a reason, so it's time to give them a call, a text, check in with them. Those guys that you know on LinkedIn, those guys that you know on social media, they're in your emails. Reach out. Don't let this slip by. It's Movember. Take care of each other. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Daily episodes this month on Dad Space. So glad to have you here. Get that routine in set up and let me know. I would like to know what you're doing, what you've changed, what you've added, and how it's going at dadspace.ca. Thanks for being here.